Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading into the colony section yet again for a standard PAC map. I just want to pick one that looked kind of interesting, and I was scrolling through based on thumbs at this point, but I know I want to do the new ones as well. I did see this. It's just so brightly blue. It's kind of neat. I like the look of it. Haven't done it before. Did load it up just to see what it's about, and I am kind of curious. It does say it's a PAC, fun, easy, and blobs. So. That is a little bit of a clue. I do think of a way to impact this, let's say. As we can see, this is our very, very snowy map. Looking pretty good, but we do have a good portion of shields, a good shield wall to start, and obviously more important shields over here. The Air Force is deployed along the entire stretch of the map for the most part, so we will have to be getting that for sure. There are billions of urns in the back. I mean, holy moly. For an urn power map, no real shortage of urns initially. Now, that being said, can we actually do this? Now, one thing to note, with a shield wall like this, that's not good for skimmers. Skimmers do die on shields. So the skimmers are nice, but that I believe that is why the clue did say blobs. Because, blobs can go through shields. Skimmers cannot. Loads of breeder terrain all over here. So I'm thinking this is going to just get us plenty of the creep that we need in order to make said blobs. And yeah, we're also not under the gun, but we're not in the best of states. It does look like we have some extra earn power to start, so we will be spreading out our creep initially. I think 3 there should be good, and then if we can grab, say, a crimson, because our goal is obviously going to be taking the first step here. We do have a special tab. I'm going to try and avoid the flood. I try not to use them. I will be using field gens, which are in here. And then, of course, we have the Sporefuls, Sporelies, Blubbers, Skimmers, and Eggers. So I'm going to be trying to focus on primarily Blubbers, most likely. But if we can take down the shields, Skimmers will be coming up. Now, of course, we will need a lot of creep. And without doing, the whole flood system, we'll see how it goes. It looks like I was just right with the amount of urns I counted there, plus the 2 that we had to start, which would be 5. Surprise, surprise. That should get us some good stuff. I guess the mesh is fairly well designed to move it around, so I guess we can just sort of mesh our way out. I'm not super worried about it. I am kind of just waiting for this to pulse. Once this pulses, it's going to be, I'm assuming pretty nuts. I don't know. But we do have our field gen online. It's pulsing. We got the Crimsonator. We should do some damage here, I think. Oh, yes. The damage is already happening. Look at that. We're just going in there. Let's see. Can we get an emitter up here? Of course, we will want to emit. But look at this. I mean, they are not having a good time whatsoever. There we go. Can we get a second? Yeah, we can. Turn that off. Fantastic. And we'll just move it along, right? Obviously, all we care about, tossing down a new field gen right over here, and just saying, you move up there. You're still kind of creeptastic, although I guess we can move this Crimsonator to this side. It should be able to stay, and I think we'll be good if we just toss it down there. That should get it up there, but things are already dying. No need to really worry about this. We could attack with blobs and all sorts of other things, but I don't think we need it. I think this will win out. We'll gain our power and just have a good old time. From here, I do want to spread the mesh, so let's do a little bit of a top-down view. Let's also transparent the creep. Haven't done that necessarily in a little while. Give it a little pause here. Oh, this is definitely way too big. We do not want it to be this big, of course. Let us do that. Let us destroy this mesh. We don't need that whatsoever. And let us replace. So, I guess the question is, where are we going, right? Do we want to go this side or this side? Now, this is out of ammo, so I'm not super worried about that. I guess both sides are pretty good. This side seems pretty good for funneling because it looks like this will be bigger. So let's try and stick to the right side. So we'll sort of just come up the right We'll also come up the center as well and just pick up all this and just sort of try and funnel it all around. I think that'll be pretty good. We do have a few earn power. This is going downhill, so we can destroy this whole little cropping here. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. Get all that gone. Maybe toss down an emitter or two over here on the mesh. Toss down one over here in advance. And then what else will we want? I think we're going to go for another crimsonated field gen. And do we need... Yes, we do. I'm going to get rid of this one. And we are going to do the ever lovely, the always amazing, the lure. Yes, I'm going to put a lure over here. If that turns on, basically all of these will attack that lure, and, you know, we are in the super goodest of times. The lure should turn on, and that is spreading the mesh. Fantastic. That's what we want to see. And if that can turn on, that will almost assuredly turn on the lure. Oh, come on, lure. You can do it. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's the transparent creep. It's killing me. The lure is on, though. And look at this. All of the mortars, they're just like, yeah, we know what to do. They don't know what to do. It's not going to go well for them. Although, I will say, unfortunately for me, that super cannon doing great work. And this... Oh, was that not set to push? Maybe that's why. I was like, that should do fine. Even with the super cannon, with the crimsonation, it should overwhelm it, and it is. That was my fault. Luckily, again, we have the Mortar Lord doing amazing. It just did so good. Took out another area. Let's see. The center just fell by itself. This side, let's make sure that falls. But before we do that, of course, let's reclaim. So easy to forget there's lures. They are so small. They're so teeny tiny. And I don't want to forget them whatsoever. We want to take all the land for all the production we can get. Again, I'm going to toss down another lure. I'm going to toss it down on that side. Going to toss down another field gen. Have it go up. Really, I think we've essentially won at this point. But, you know, it's... Yeah. Oh, there goes our M-Rift anyway. Doesn't even matter at that point. No M-Rift. No even concern of mine. I'm not even... I'll let you live. It will be destroyed by the pulsing waves. Fantastic. Over here, again, we have a system and it's working pretty good. I probably should keep my more emitters down just to fill. You know, you always want to fill land, right? Or fill your creep, especially if we are planning on doing these sort of funky pushes with blubbers and things, right? We just need quantity at that point, right? So let's make sure, you know, we have just emitters down just to help pump up the land, fill it up. But there we go. Look at this. Taking it out. Everything is dropping. M-Rifts are falling. Power is coming. And now we are in the... Okay. What do we do here? Right? I do think we can take out some of the outside areas. And I can't tell. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to place down... Let's do some cleanup, shall we? So, all Crimsonators, get out of here. Don't need you. If there's another field gen, which I don't think there is, get out of here. All emitters, get out of here for now. And we're going to toss down just one emitter there. Keep this mesh going. And in fact, let's actually mesh up to the front, right? So let's get this along the edge. We'll start meshing up. And I think this will be good, right? This area, we want to just mesh up over here. And just bring the creep from over here all the way through to up here. And I think, again, that's where we're trying to focus on this side. This side, I guess we could as well. But, you know what? I'm okay with just this one side. So we're going to shift our emitters up slightly closer. Put one in the back just to fill up the mesh. And then from here. Okay, this, not too difficult to take. Again, we're just going to toss down, say, a lure. Actually, let me make sure I destroy all lures first. And then we'll place down another one because, you know, I can't remember if there's one left over. I'll definitely toss down a field gen, of course. That will push in here. And this should be a fairly easy take. This one should be fairly easy. It's here where it gets difficult, right? This is where we have 2 ships passing in the night. Not going to be a fan of them, of course. But, there's nothing we can do. They are what they are. We will also want some Crimson on both of these. Because Crimson makes the world go round. And by that, I mean, makes the cannons not very happy. So I want not very happy cannons. I guess I'll toss that down just to spread the mesh yet again. Feeling pretty okay with all of that. As you can see, this entire place just crumbling. This side, it's doing pretty okay, but again, it doesn't necessarily have the power of the pure amount of creep that the other side has, but it'll get there. I think those emissions will do it. And there we go. We have taken our first little platform. Very happy for that. And again, we're going to do the same for the second, just to make sure that they know who is boss, and that is us. We're going to toss you down. We're going to toss down the field gen, and this will take this on. And why am I taking these out with this instead of if we do the blob assaults? Well, I don't want the blobs to waste their time on this, right? We want the blobs to literally just get there. We don't want it to have to go through all of... that's 9 blobs worth, not to mention a sniper shooting. So that is definitely not what we want to see. We want to see a field gen, say here, pushing on up. And do we want these emitters moved up? Why not? Why not? Move up emitters, get it so the field gen can be field genning. And again, another tower completed. Now the question is, can we take the third one? If we can take the third one, I think that would be really, really good for us, because that would just give us that establishment of you just have your wall at this point. Sucks to be you, kind of thing. BU being the towers. So let's just see. I mean, if we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. Mortar, you are no longer needed. I didn't forget. I did not forget. This looks like it's actually pushing pretty good thanks to just the extra emitters, which again, very, very nice. And it does look like we are able to take this. And this is where we are going to have our first conflict, right? That's a lot of cannons, and they have air support. And air support does have ammo, of course. Never a good thing to have air support. Well, actually, it's an amazing thing to have air support. Never a good thing for me that you have air support. And that's fine. As you can see, look at this. We're actually even pushing really, really well. And what I hope to do is just get through this one set of shields. If we can actually get through one set of shields right here, then the world's our oyster, right? We can skim, we can blob, we can do all of the things. And I'm feeling, honestly, pretty confident that we're kind of pushing pretty good into this. So, yeah, the creep is flowing, the crimson is flowing. We have 9 power. Let's just toss down 2 crimsonators. Let's toss down some good old field gens. And yeah, if we push into here, then there really is no stopping us. We don't even need blobs at that point because we have these handy dandy lures. Now let's see if that is within range. It is not, so a lure there might be though. So if we do that, that lure is in range. Once that shield is down, it doesn't matter, that is getting shot. Oh, I forgot that lures also attract airships, I believe, or airplanes for that matter. Good to know, good to know. Again, feeling really, really good about that. And I think at this point I'm gonna start with some skimming. I think I want some skimmers, just a couple. Just toss down just a few, not too many. Tossing them on the mesh, mostly on this side, so they'll come out from the side, which is great. Again, and we're gonna not remesh up, but I guess just mesh this up. We're gonna get rid of our 2 field gens because we don't need those anymore, and we are going to replace it with some others. And I guess we don't even need that crimsonator either. Why, don't even need it. We're moving it down over here. Toss down the 2 crimsons. Gonna toss down the 2 field gens, and we are going to just final assault these few shields. And I want these few shields down prior to the skimmers, ideally coming out. Obviously, can't guarantee that, but we shall see. Toss down 2 more emitters, move other emitters up. If an emitter isn't up, then it's really not going to do that much for you. Perfectly understandable. This does not need to be there. Oh, looks like the skimmers are coming. Let's see. Yeah, not too many skimmers, but quite a lot of skimmers. So, as you can see, they are dropping their creep payloads, which is all we really want to see. Causing plenty of distraction, but we didn't get these shields down, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I really wanted both of these shields down. Although it is nice to see, you know, they did do a pretty decent job. And again, we will toss down the lovely, lovely lure. And now that this is done, the lure will sit over here. It'll be outside of the center. And with that, we can just move on up, right? Mesh on up to the front lines. And I guess from back here, we might as well just hook up this side where the mesh does come around and just hook up. You know, that way it's just another path for it to flow up, kind of. There is a lot of creep in the back, and yeah, we're not really bringing it forward, so maybe just a line like that. I think that should help, theoretically. Just get creep from back here, moving it to the front. That's all we really want. No longer need these, of course. And what is nice, as you do see, is they're just shooting essentially nothing. So let's keep moving up. Let's get to the top of these stairs and see if we can shut off these. Because we can shut off these, then we take out a huge sniping potential of theirs, right? Sniping is just so immense in terms of what these bad boys can do. So being able to get rid of their sniper situation, I think would be kind of nice. We just need to just break the top, get the mesh up there, toss down a couple things at the top, and then, yeah, we are done there. And I do suppose we should just toss down some crimson up here. Why not? It will be fine. It will help with this one cannon who's fighting the good fight. Not any longer, though. The mesh is moving. Just want to get an emitter or two up here. This should be able to hold, and then we can take out these, because we're just taking out their power source, and then we're going to do the same. And I'm doing this because I'm not using floods, so I don't want to just throw tons of, say, skimmers into the map, or blobs into the map, and have, you know, a large portion of them sort of fade away. We have destroyed one of the two beasts of burden. The other one shall cometh now. As you can see, the mesh floweth. It's just, it's basically feeling pretty good right now. Although these planes doing some solid work. So let's really crimson this up, because we just want that tiny bit. Oh, just that tiny bit. There we go. Ship is destroyed. Now let's give this a pause and see what we're up against. So, anti-air. How are we doing for anti-air? It does seem like there are a few missiles. Not too many, though, right? I mean, there's... but 3 missiles is enough for tons of directed ones. The problem is I want to use spores, but I think we'd have to convert every single emitter into a spore launcher for it to be effective, because even though it... Say we shoot these planes. That has to go through these 3, plus this one, plus this one. So that's 5. Each one can destroy 2 spores off the bat, so we'd need 10 spores on a full charge. And then they're getting charged up, so each one can probably kill 3 or 4. Not to mention, of course, that right there. So not really effective to use spores. However, blobs, skimmers, I do think are going to be effective. Skimmers are more effective in the back because they do ride on top of the creep. They should be fine in the back getting over like this mountain. Blobs, not going to be so effective in the back, so I'm going to try and put them towards the front. But I think this is a pretty good way to do the skimmers across the map. Not too bad. Shouldn't impact things too much, and we are going to do eggers. And I'm going to start with them towards the front. They're going to be in this path of the creep. And I just want them going over. And now I want eggers primarily because I'm assuming they're going to die, right? Let's assume they die. Well, they're dropping eggs. And those eggs can not only cause some havoc, but drain some AC at the same time. So I am not going to be upset in the slightest if that is what happens. That being said, we are in a bit of a dilly of a pickle because, you know, we now have to essentially establish ourselves up here. And, you know, never hurts to just toss down some bonus creep generation when you're fighting all of the anti-creep right in front of you. Unfortunately, you know, oh, here comes the crew. The skimmers come from the back. They can ride over the top, which makes them actually faster, which is fantastic. And look at this. Look at the assault. Skimmers just doing their thing. And the blubbers. Blubbers? Eggers? Eggers. Let's see. Eggs are dropping, not the best places, so that isn't good, but any egger that stops in the center, again, it's just destroying AC. That is entirely our goal right here. Looks like we've gained some nice power. So again, we can toss down just a few more emitters. We can move forward with this. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy. Again, look, just more and more power. Just, oh my gosh. That was a hefty little dip of, or jump of power right there. Oh geez, what did we get? I don't even know, but that was okay, that was quite a bit of power. 19 oh, we destroyed this entire thing. Look at that. I told you there was some juicy power over there. Oddly enough, the ships survive, but 19 power worth. Yeah, I'm gonna... I know it's silly to make emitters because we could just make dedicated launchers, but I think just having maximum emission and then filling up with another wave that we just did, right? So now we're just gonna skim, and we're gonna have emission, right? So these skimmers can suck up loads right there. Same thing with over here. Loads. So that's why I'm actually, instead of using the targeted ones, we're just popping full of these untargeted ones because we can do so many, you know? Don't get me wrong, the targeted ones are also mucho fantastique. You know, they are quite good, and I am a very big fan of the targeted ones because I would probably target down the airships. But you know what? I'm not super concerned with that right now. We just got a ton of power, and as you can see, I mean, if we untransparent the creep, they are sucking up the juice. But that's why we put down so many, because even though they're sucking it up, they're getting to the point where they're starting to pop. And once one pops, you know, the rest can keep going. Like, this is about to pop, this is about to pop. Once they pop, it just means everything else is that much easier. The wave is coming. We have 5 earned power still, and we really need to take care of this anti-creeper. Oh wow, I didn't even realize I put down so many already planned things. But something tells me we're about to get a little bit more power coming our way. The eggers, they're just going to go through. Things are already stunned, which is great, so look at that. Oh, that's what we want to see. And if we get just an egger in there, like I'm assuming that's what happened, an egger got into that. Oh, look at this. We want some field gens, though, or a field gen. There we go, we have enough. Let us snag a field gen. Can we get one? Right here, please. I am amazed that this is still holding, but it won't be holding any longer. Basically, with the field gen pushing, with all of the creep, there is all the power in the universe. Yeah, they're having a bad time. 41 power. Oh my. I mean, I feel like I should use it, right? And if we're going to use it again, I want a bunch of emitters, but I think at this point, maybe I do just want targeted things, right? Maybe we just go, what? I mean, stashes? Maybe we get 40 stashes? No. Let's go for launchers. I would not fall for the 40 stash trap. Even though it would be kind of nice because they are doubling the creep every single time. It would be effective. I don't even know how many launchers we have here. How many do we have? We have 28. How much power did I use? We have 5 left. Alright, let's just grab a few more launchers. That's pretty good though. I'm very happy with 28. So, what, 5 more launchers? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Unpause. Pause. And yeah, let's go with spores. We don't need to take that out. We do need to take that out. And let's go spores at a location. Let's do, I don't know, that many there. I want to assault this. Oh, did the Odin died too? Oh my gosh. Those are the best. I think that is actually all of them. Just for 2 air drops, but at the same time, those are probably the most villainous elements for us right now. So we do want those destroyed. Obviously, we're going to want more emission up here, so let's just grab that. Again, the emission is mostly needed right now to forego the anti-creep, right? I don't really care about too much else. It's just the fact that we are dealing with so much anti-creep. And what am I doing? I put down everything, and I never put down another wave, right? Another wave of skimmers. Skimmers go in the back. That is going to be really bad. This is not how you should place them, but, you know, I'm getting a little lax in the... Okay, we've basically taken out most of their defenses. I think we're going to be okay. That's not a bad placement, though, because there are so many around. But, like, just out in the open and nowhere, like, these are going to just suck up all the creep, and they're going to take a long time. But that's actually not a bad thing, that sometimes they take a long time. Because, yeah, I want them to come out in sort of waves, not all at once, especially with just the sheer amount of damage that we've done. I just want to make sure all of our eggers are on mesh. I don't want eggers not on mesh. And this is going to just drain our creep supply pretty handily. But our front lines, they've got some creep generation on their side. Luckily, our cap is very high, so I'm not super worried about that. The spores, they cometh, and let's see how they make it, right? Clearly, they will be shooting plenty. This is going to rebuild, but I don't really care. I mean, they have 1 generation. So let's see. Can these actually destroy what we needed to destroy? I don't know. But I didn't even realize their planes just are useless because they have 1 generation, right? They're in a massive deficit. The planes can't actually do anything. They have no capability of building anything. We are literally just wave over them. Looks like the spores are doing some good work, though. I do like the fact that we get to use spores like this. It's been a long time. Let's check their main base. Oh, geez, I was gonna say let's just spore up their main base instead. I think. I don't even care about their factory. I don't care about anything. Look at it go. All of the blobs making it in. All of the skimmers just destroying everything. And the beautiful thing about skimmers in this sense is the fact that they will indeed chain stun effectively. And that chain stun is actually pretty massive. There goes their main base. They have nothing left. The Rift Lab is destroyed. All of these are now gone, and yeah, we have 33 power again. I'm just going to drop down tons of this, because I do want to clean this map up. I don't know. I'm not saying it's important, it's kind of nice. So, we definitely need more creep generation. You know? Because none of this actually matters. It's the anti-creep that matters. I guess we could use field gens. Field gens do push anti-creep away, so your creep can sort of get a hold on places. But I think we literally just have the creep generation on our side. I'm not really super worried about it, so let's just take care of some of these back ones. You know, we don't need them in the back anymore. Everything is taken care of. Creep is going to take over the world. Just get rid of that. Toss down 22 up front, and I think that's going to be a good old time. Yeah, the creep is definitely stronger. Toss down 4 times speed. Let's just toss down a couple like that. Let's toss down a couple over here. Oop, that's a deficit. What? Oh my god, there's so much power. It's ridiculous. And you know what? I never reclaimed my mortar lures from when those two were destroyed. See that? I did forget in the end. Oh, the skimmers destroyed. I mean, the skimmers are still just trying to go to town, but there's nothing to go to town on. It's kind of funny that they found one thing too, so good on the skimmers. But the creep is pushing into the anti-creep waves, no problem whatsoever. We're even, look at how much we have so much generation, we're pushing into the absorber terrain pretty handily. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, our skimmers, you know, they're riding the wave of anti-creep. Soon they're going to be riding the wave of the creep. This is 4 times speed, but at the same time you can see 4 times speed is not 4 seconds a second. Ooh, some of them are dropping. Some of them, every now and then. Don't know why. Some decide. Maybe they have a lifespan. I don't quite know. But I'm trying to set this up. Yeah, we have a nice tea. I will admit, this is definitely a fun map. I did not use strictly blobs, which I like. You know, I love the combination of blobs and skimmers, and I love eggers. I think those are even more impactful than blobs a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Because you will get more blobs versus less blobs with eggs, I believe, is the distinction. So, you know, clearly both have their merits. But in this case, just dropping more creep when it lands, I mean, destroys AC, helps you push, it's just great overall. Taking out the final last grasps, AC down to just over 2,000. And there it goes. The map, oh, it got a little boost. Oh, just that little bit. And there we go. It is done. It is down. 0 AC left, and a neat little design. I really like that. I like the snowiness of the map. It was definitely fun, so I was a fan. Let's see how we did. Hopefully we did okay. What was that, 15 minutes? Not too bad. Not too bad. I will take it. Definitely faster. Definitely could move into things. But you know what? I had fun. So feeling pretty good overall. Took out things in pretty good layers, I think. You know, we did some pushing. We did some spamming. You know, we did some slow grinding, so all sorts of things were covered. I'm a fan. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please let me know. You know, in that whole comment section with, you know, leaving a like and subscribing. That'd be great. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.